Hey guys, how you doing? Um, for those who don't know already, I've already posted the first love posting. You have to go on my page and you'll see it. Um, I haven't shared it everywhere because it wasn't pertaining to the MS. So you want to go to my page and you will see it. But this is my second posting of my introduction of myself. We last left off with me telling you what happened when I got diagnosed. Alright, what I'm about to tell you guys from this point on is diving into my life. There are going to be some things you might say, oh my God, or wow, or oh, how could he do that? Or the people that I'm pertaining to, how could they do that? In the defense of the other people in my life, some things were done because they didn't know. I'm not mad at them, or if I was mad, I'm over it because I realized things. So before I jump into this, let me give a little bit more background of myself because this is going to explain a lot of things that went on in my life up to now. Is that I don't know if this has anything to do with my MS, but when I was younger, probably about middle school age, I had a couple of people. I had a death that touched me really hard. Shell, sweetie, you were missed, and I just want to say, hold on that standpoint. Sorry about that. I had a little interruption, so I'm hoping that I can add this back together because I hate to start back over. But yeah, like I was saying before, a friend of mine, Shell, I was in love with, she died, and I don't know. After that, things changed with me. And like I was saying in a couple of my videos, that I started being able to read people. I can tell you if you were a good person or a bad person, like literally down to a T. I started seeing visions. I didn't know what they were at the time, but I know what they are now. Actually, still to this day, I still do. I'm not going to say I'm psychic or anything like that, but they have been to a T. I do have family members that can vouch for that. But that's a whole nother story. But like I say, I don't know if that had anything to do with the MS and possibly the nerve damage in my brain or whatnot. So, but anyway, so I'm very emotional and stuff like that. Hit me hard. The bullying hit me hard. Very depressed. Me wanting to be married. That was like a key thing. Like when I was young, I want to have a family, and I was trying to marry my first. Well, not my first, my second girlfriend. Um, you know who you are. I'm not gonna say any names. I'll put you on blast. But anyway, um, yeah, I found out from middle school up to the point of before I got diagnosed that something mentally was going on with me, and I tried to express it to people, but they couldn't understand. Never really took the time to understand. Only thing they saw was me being mischief, bad, hard-headed, possibly disrespectful at times. Um, Only a couple of counselors could key in. A couple of teachers keyed in. My assistant principal, Mr. Davis. Um, Only a couple of friends And something I found out, and a lot of you MSers would know that when you literally become friends with me, you're not friends. You're actually really family. I don't look at you as, I don't call you a friend. You end up being a sister, a brother, another mother, or a dad figure, or something like that. So that's what I see. But anyway, not to make this any longer, just because this is part 2. I guess this is where it gets hard for me to explain, because like I was saying, I'm probably gonna have people saying, "Oh my gosh," or "How did he do that?" or "Why did he do that?" And judge me all you want, because I've realized I'm at this point where I'm at right now because I'm needing to express everything that happened to me, because there are people out there in the world that's going through the same thing, and they can't speak, they can't talk because they're too scared. But I'm here to tell you that don't be, because the more that you're scared, the worse off you're going to be. It's only going to make things harder. So speak up. Don't hide. Express yourself. So before I go, and you have to wait for part 3, you're gonna find out that your MS came about in so many different ways. Stress, trauma. If you go back and you sit and you remember when you got diagnosed, why did you get diagnosed? What was it that made you really go and say, God, something's going on out there? So many tests and stuff. They say MS is not hereditary, but it's genetic. It's a dormant genetic gene. You can wake up and die without it. I call it activating, or it can activate, and mine's activated off of stress. Stress was my trauma, because I allowed stress to control my life, because I put myself in stressful situations. And my marriage ending the way that it did, after me sitting down and seeing a vision of my wife, literally after 2 years being married, seeing my wife 3 years after that 2-year mark telling me that she doesn't love me anymore. I woke up to her on the phone with who she was going to have an affair with, and I just basically expressed to her that she needed to find out what was going on, if there was anything between them two, and that I would happily let her go, because I loved her that much. I would let her go and let her find out, not even divorcing her, just let her find out if that's what she wanted, and I would divorce her. If not, she can come home. And because I don't want her to come back 3 years later and tell me that she doesn't want me anymore. That's what kicked everything off, because she went and find out that supposedly there was nothing going on, that they were just going to be friends, and I wasn't a jealous man. So everybody can you can be friends with the next if that's what it is, if it ended right, if correctly and stuff. But anyway, make a long story short, 3 years later, that's exactly what she did. She came to me and she told me that it was over. So I end part 2 with that, and I know you guys can't wait for part 3 because it gets very interesting. Inspirational Belief out.